let's build a pegboard toy. Before I start drawing, I want to make sure I'm saving it in the correct folder. So check my folder. I don't want it to save in the master. I want it to go inside this design and modeling folder that I created earlier. So I'm going to open it. And now whatever I draw will save right next to my puzzle cube folder. I'm going to be building this pegboard out of 3/4 inch lumber. So I want to change the units. So I'm going to come up under document settings and I'm going to change it from millimeter to inches. I'm going to start with a rectangle. Notice I don't have to create a new sketch. The rectangle tool did that for me. And I'm going to start in the origin. And I'm going to make it 3/4 inches thick and 5 3/4 long. And I'm going to extrude E. Five and a half inches. Oops. Alright, there it is. That's not long enough. So I need to go back and change my initial drawing, and I'm going to bump it up from 5 3/4 inches long to 9 3/4 inches long. I could do that here in this sketch, or I could do it down here in this sketch. Right click, edit sketch. And I'm going to change this number, so I use the dimension tool. 9 3/4. And stop the sketch, and you can see it updated. Now let's change the color from this drab gray. A for appearance. And here on my paints, I want to make this green, but I don't like this green. I want to change it. So up here in this design window, I'm going to double click on the green that I just did, and I'm going to make it a brighter color. Like that. Now I'm going to change the color. Paint, call it light neon. I don't know if that's a real thing, but there it is. And done. Now I've saved it here in my folder. I could also take this, right click, and save it to my favorites, so I can use that later if I want to. Light neon. I think it's going to catch on. Okay. So this board is part of this sketch, but I actually want to have multiple parts in this sketch. So I need to change this from a body into a component. And the way I can do that is by coming up here to the bodies. So this is what I just created. Right click and create component from bodies. Now it's changed this from a body. It consumed it, so it's not there anymore. And it's now a component. The advantage of a component over a body is that a component can be joined to another component. You can't join bodies together. And this is a part. If I wanted to have somebody make this for me as a component, I could just give them the information and they could make it. I'm not going to leave this just as a component 1. I think I should be a little more descriptive, so I'm going to change the name, click, and then hover and click. This is going to be the board. So this is board number 1. If I were to have 2 boards, then there would be board number 1 and board number 2. So this is a good start. I've got the board for my pegboard. I've changed it, made it a beautiful new color, and I've created an actual component of the board. That's it for step 1.